She done got big last time y'all seen her.
Celebrating Chris Jansen's album release, Real Friends, available now, and I've got a new song from him called Done.
What's up, guys? It's been a minute for real, but we out here at the local pull apart. Turn y'all around. We out here in the junkyard. A lot of stuff done went down since the last video. Pocahontas broke. Transfer case went out in her. The chain or something slipping on it. But we back out here. We got a transfer case. Last weekend there's supposed to be a tropical storm coming tomorrow, so we out here Friday afternoon trying to get it in before that rain comes. We back here because we got to make a couple parts work because we couldn't find the exact transfer case that I had in Pocahontas, but we're gonna make it work today. And cue another picture. I picked up a turbo for the Fox body, old Brown Mule. I got it off this 99 F250 right here, 7.3. But I just came back to get the turbo pedestal off the top of the motor. Here it is right here. It's that aluminum thing with the O-rings. That's how it was oiled here on this 250. So I done some research and stuff. You pull this and you cut it about an inch down all the way through, cut it off, and then you can use a tap and die set and tap the back side of this mount here and run your line straight here, so you ain't got to make a special plate or anything for that turbo. You can just bolt it straight to the turbo here and tap the bottom side of this that you cut, and we'll be golden. But yeah, guys, that's what we're up to today. Hopefully we'll get this stuff done. I came home, changed clothes real quick, jumped in the truck with my father-in-law, and he's back around there somewhere looking for some parts to make my transfer case work. But I'm over here pulling this turbo pedestal off, and we're gonna make it work, guys. Tune in. Oh, and by the way, I was gonna get some good footage for y'all. I brought my tripod mount, and doggone, I walked through the front door. Oh, you can't video in here. I said, all right, I ain't make no big deal about it. But I went and threw my tripod back in the truck, and I came back, and he talked to me. He's like, oh, for real, man, don't get caught videoing here. They're real serious about that. But we got to make videos somehow. And look at there, we might be in business, baby. That's my father-in-law, Shad. You probably see him a lot. Let's check this. Part I need right there.
Sitting in another vehicle beside it.
That's it, baby. Maybe that'll work. We got to count the spline, make sure it's a 32 spline, and we'll be golden, guys. All right, folks, we'll be with y'all shortly.
Ain't supposed to take pictures here today.
What's up, folks? We on day 2 of this project here. We got Pocahontas back here in the background, still towed up. I couldn't record anymore at the junkyard yesterday. That drive shaft that my father-in-law brought up. It was the wrong spline count, so we had to rush and look and see if we could find another one before they closed. It was like 30 minutes before pull apart closed, so we rushed. I jumped up under one and pulled one out, and we brought it back last night, and it had the part on it that I needed, and I was just gonna swap it to my drive shaft that came out of Pocahontas. But I got to looking at my drive shaft, and it's beat up and bent up a little bit, scratched up. I'll show that to you. It's got some pretty good rock rash on it. It's missing part of the weight here. I got a little vibration in it, up above 70-75 miles an hour. So I went ahead and decided to just go ahead and use a whole nother drive shaft, because I left the one I brought was a little bit shorter than my original one. It came out of a Liberty, Jeep Liberty 4-wheel drive. That's actually what I got the transfer case out of. This in Pocahontas now, but I left the longer one there. I got up this morning. We got out there, as you can tell, it's been raining. It's that tropical storm coming in. But we got up this morning. We went back to the junkyard and got the longer one. You can see it's sitting right here. I think it came out of a WK, maybe. It's the year after Pocahontas, year model after. And I try to line it up for y'all here. That's about right there. As you can see, it's just a tad longer, maybe half an inch, 3/4 inch longer than my original drive shaft. Like I said, I think this came out of the year model after mine, but I am sitting on a 4-inch rough country lift, and it's got the budget pucks or budget lift in it too, right there, front and back. So we're sitting on about 6 inches of lift as it is. So I think the little bit longer drive shaft ain't gonna hurt me none. It does got the same spline as the one we picked up yesterday, so it'll slide onto the transfer case. Which the story behind that is, like I told y'all yesterday, the transfer case, we couldn't find the exact transfer case that I had. It's still the same model as 242 J transfer case, but we found it. We pulled it out of I want to say it's 2003 Jeep Liberty, and come to find out, it's the HD model, the 242 HD. So it's got the bigger output shaft and the bigger chain in it. But I can show you that real quick. Show you. That's the transfer case there. You might can see it focused up top. It's 242J on the tag. I mean, and it looks good. The only residue on it is right here where it looks like they changed the fluid. That's your feeling, that's your drain. But Finn, get out my face. Look at this crazy dog. Finn boy. Anyway, that joker's pretty much laying on me. The output shaft here is a 32 spline, which is what the HD transfer cases are, and mine that came out was a 26. So that was my whole dilemma. And then also you see up front, that's a cup style yoke for the CV style drive shaft in the Liberties. So I'm gonna have to swap that out, and I'll show you on my old transfer case. You can tell that just had a rough life, but that's the front yoke on my old transfer case here. And he's excited today. What's up, boy? He's a pretty boy. What's up, Finn boy? Anyway, guys, crazy dog. This here is my front yoke on my old transfer case. Just got to take this, undo this nut here, and pull this off and swap it with the one that's up under the Jeep now. So that's the story behind that, and that's why we've had to go back and forth on swapping out transfer cases, drive shafts and stuff to make this transfer case work. It's been a little pain, but in the long run, it's a better transfer case. I'm gonna have a longer, bigger drive shaft that's gonna help me out with the lift that I already got on here. So yeah, I got it soaking in penetrating oil right now. Some PB Blaster, some good stuff right there. We're gonna try and get this mountain plate yoke. That's how it bolted to the rear end on the Liberty. We're gonna get that knocked out, and it'll bolt straight up to the yoke on my rear end. That way, and that front yoke's gonna work good. So I'm excited, guys. I'm ready to get Pocahontas back on the road. She's been broke for like 2 months now, and I've just been procrastinating on getting the work done, getting up under and fixing her. But I'm glad I already got the project started. Oh, by the way, while we're here, that's an old 4.0 motor. Just don't worry about that. But there she is, old Garrett, baby. That's it. I got that off a 99 F250 7.3. From all the research I can tell, it's what is a GTP 38, I think, is the model of this turbo. It from the research, like I said, from the research I done, I want to say it's a 60 mil, which is gonna be pretty good for the old Fox body, I believe. I know it's not the ideal turbo. There are definitely better, as in for a gas engine RPM range and stuff, better turbos out there. But Garrett's on point. I got it from Pull Apart, and I ain't paid about 80 bucks for this thing. You can't beat that. I want to show you the oiling system on it. That's how it's oiled. You got your feed line here and your drain. That turbo pedestal that I pulled yesterday, I can cut it off, cut an inch off, like I was telling you, and tap the back side of it, and it'll bolt straight to this. I won't have to make a special plate or anything. But yeah, guys, that's her. I believe she's gonna scream. I was reading some research, reading some forums and stuff online, and there was one guy stated with this same turbo, he had full boost at 2700 RPMs. He was in full boost at 2700 RPM. So it's gonna bring on power quick, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, guys, I hope to get more into the Brown Mule project soon, and we'll get more in depth on it, and what's my goal for the car, and why I'm building it the way I'm building it. But thank y'all for tuning in, guys. Maybe we'll get some footage of getting this drive shaft in and getting Pocahontas rolling on her own power again. So I'm sure ready for that. Georgia Jeep Invasion was this weekend. This tropical storm's coming in. It's kind of put a damper on that. I really wanted to get out there. We may can go out there tomorrow, which is Sunday. It's the last day of that event. It's a Jeep only event at Sunnyside ATV Paradise in Rennes, Georgia. Ain't too far down the road, but if we can get it together, we're probably gonna ride out there. All right, guys, see you soon. Well, as you can tell, Pocahontas is still in the shop. The end of Saturday, I didn't film anything from the rain, and we were swapping yokes and this and that on the drive shafts and transfer cases. The good news is, drive shafts in it, transfer cases all bolted up, plugs plugged in, hoses hooked up. On paper, it should move on its own now. The only problem is I don't have the right size Allen key to drain what fluid is in the transfer case and put new in it. My biggest Allen key I got ain't big enough. So other than that, pretty good. The shifter inside of the Jeep don't really line up with the markings on it, neutral, faux low, faux high, stuff like that. We're gonna have to look at that and see if we can adjust it a little bit. But other than that, it went fairly smooth for the most part. I wanted to get the thing done today and test it out, but I ain't gonna take it out on the road with, I don't know how much fluid's in that transfer case or how long it's been since it's been changed. So I don't want to risk that, tearing up another one off the bat. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get it all straightened up, filled up with fluid, and take it down the road, make sure it's all good. I did get the front yoke off my old transfer case. Here it is. I'll get some better lighting. There we go. We got that off. The cup style is still on the transfer cases in the Jeep. We still got to do that, but I wanted to get all this hooked up at least today and get it all pretty much finalized. The size of fluid, I'll get fluid in it tomorrow. I'll go to the store tonight or tomorrow and get the right size Allen key, or socket with a little Allen key on the end of it, so I can get it straight. We'll get it back on the road finally, and then after we get Pocahontas out of the shop here, we're gonna be pulling in the Brown Mule. Like I said, I went and checked out the motor that I plan on putting in it. I'll give all the details to y'all here soon. But just to let y'all know what the next plan is. Brown Mule's coming in after we get old Betsy out of here. But hopefully I have some footage for y'all tomorrow. Pocahontas moving on her own power, maybe hitting the mud hole, flexing out for y'all. We're gonna try and test this thing out tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get it all together. But I just want to thank y'all for watching, and we'll get tomorrow in on this video too and get it going. So see y'all tomorrow. What's up, guys? Back at it again, day 3. It's Sunday now. I got me some Stanley hex bit, what they call it, some Allen keys. Hopefully this 10mm will fit it. Man, just go to show you, y'all don't have to have a lot of money to tinker with your projects and stuff. And that's one of the reasons behind why I'm building the Brown Mule the way I'm building it. It's for average Joe who ain't got tons of money to build stuff. All the work I've done on this Jeep and everything's been between Stanley tools and craftsmanship. Just cause you can't afford Snap-on or Mac or Matco, something like that, don't mean you can't work on some stuff and get some stuff done. But I got one of these. We finna crawl up under this thing and see if one of these bits will fit it. Alright guys, like I said yesterday, I got the drive shaft in it. It still got that front yoke on it. Laid out on the floor, but it ain't too bad. It's lifted up high enough to work on it. So I'm gonna try and get this thing going for y'all, and maybe we can get the front drive shaft in it, get that yoke swapped out, and go play in the mud or something. Cause it's done raining today, but it's doggone still soaking wet. It rained all night last night and stopped early this morning. We might go flex it out, maybe try and climb a hill with these slick graps here, but we'll see how it goes. Good thing is, guys, I took the fill plug out to have like a little vent for when I took out the drain plug, and it is slap full of fluid, so that's a good sign. I took that fill plug out and it started running out of there, so at least I know it's full. The fluid is a little dark, but I don't know exactly what they put in it. I googled it and it's recommended that you put ATF plus 4 in it, same as your transmission. So we should be good though. I'm finna pull this drain plug out. And by the way, it's a 10mm Allen key. Sorry it ain't focusing, but that's all it is. There it is. Like I said, it's a little dark, but I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. But I did drop my drain plug in there, so that sucks. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Alright, we got the drain plug back in it. Still got the fill plug out. I went our local Pep Boys. is having a sale, and it was 50% sale, 50% off sale. So I went there yesterday and grabbed a few things. I got some Platinum ATF Plus 4. I got this pump here. Like I said, everything was on 50% off. Got this pump so I could fill it up, not have no issues. Transfer case. I bought this bucket. 3 more quarts of transmission fluid, some Marvel Mystery Oil. I got some spray wax, quick and easy. I got some air fresheners. I got all that for like 40 bucks. So can't beat that. So I'm finna hook up this pump. I'm finna slide up under there and start filling it up. Hopefully she'll move shortly. All right, we got it filled up. I'll show you. It took almost 1.5 quarts to fill it up. Which a little pump did great. That's the first time I ever used one of them pumps. It didn't take very long to fill up. I'm gonna get y'all set up out there on my tripod. We're gonna crank this beast up. She's finna move under her own power. Hopefully everything goes good. I still don't have the front drive shaft in it. I just want to drive it down the road. When I bought this thing, it had a real bad whine to it, and they told me it was a transfer case. So I knew the transfer case was going bad, but it took me a year before I actually tore it up. But hopefully there ain't going to be no whine. Like whenever I bought it, on the gas, it'd make a whining noise, and you let off the gas, it'd quit. So hopefully there's no whining noise. I got that longer drive shaft in there, and it ain't beat up, it's straight. Hopefully a lot of my vibrations above 70-75 mile an hour goes away. I'm finna take it down the road real quick. There's a dirt road. I'm probably gonna turn around down there, just take it up and down the road real quick, put it in all the gears, check the transmission fluid. We'll go from there, guys. All right, guys, what's up? I got y'all set on my tripod. We finna crank this beast up and back her out of here under our own power. Hopefully we'll go down the road with no problems, no issues. For y'all wondering, this is a paint suit. My daddy paints cars at a local body shop. So he gave me, vehicles is rough down this road, but he gave me one of his old paint suits, and I use it to keep my clothes clean. And that's a cheap way. You don't have to get your clothes all dirty. But like I said, guys, we're finna fire this thing up. We're gonna back out of here. Well, we might not be cranking her up. Got to see why she's spinning over and not starting. We may have more issues than I thought. Looks like I got a buddy who's decided to make his home in my Jeep. Just to show y'all some of the destruction. Check that wire there. He's got chew marks in all them red wires. A few chew marks in the black wires. He destroyed my HIDs. I mean destroyed them. Check this. He chewed it slap off. So I don't know what all's been chewed into on this thing. Hopefully it's something simple. As you can tell, it turns over, which is a good thing, I guess. But I don't know if anything else works. I know the starter works and the key works. Alright, guys. Found my issue. There she is. But you want to know why I knew what to look for? Because it's happened before. That's my crank position sensor. Bolts to the back of the bell housing, right on top of the transmission on the driver's side of the engine. I used to park it right here in front of the little shop. and for some reason, I don't know if it's the same rat because I've caught one before. It's one of them big old wolf rats, what we call them, field rat or whatever y'all call them. We call them wolf rats. A big old wolf rat. We caught one of them, and apparently there's another one in here. But the last time it only chewed that one wire, the crank position sensor wire. This time chewed a little more up, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. He chewed it off right at the sensor, exact same way it was chewed last time. So all I gotta do is take that sensor out. I think it's like an 8 mil, pull it out. It's a little aggravating to get to, but we could pull it out, plug a new one up, and be good to go. All this other stuff, I know that red wire that's chewed up real bad goes to my fan. I got the fan on a toggle switch inside the cab. And HIDs, to be honest, I only had one high beam on one side working and one low beam on the other side working, so I was already contemplating changing them out instead of trying to fix them. So I'm just probably gonna go LED or halogen for now, and we'll go from there. Everything else seems to be okay. Once I get that crank position sensor in, it should fire up, and hopefully, man, hopefully we won't have any more issues. But like I said, it's just that one wire that goes to my fan. I know some of them other wires got some teeth mark. I could just wrap them with some electrical tape or something. That shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, let me start on getting that thing out of there, and I'll touch base with y'all shortly. All right, guys, I finally got the crank position sensor out. I lied to y'all. It ain't 8 mil. It's 11 mil. If you ever got to take it out, it's 11 mil, and use a swivel and a bunch of extensions. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. But thanks to the rat, I got fiberglass all in the back of my hand. But that's it. Chewed off right at the sensor, and for some reason that's the exact same way it was chewed off last time, which sucks. But like I was saying earlier, guys, all the work that I'm doing on this thing is out of a Stanley box. I mean, it's a 181 piece set Stanley box. You ain't got to have snap-on $1,000 worth of tools to work on stuff, guys. You get out here on the tarp if you got to, like I got. I rolled it out here in the sun. Yep, I guess I'm finna ride to the parts store and get another one of these and go from there. Hopefully we'll have this thing back on the road today. It's getting late afternoon, so running out of daylight once again. We got that new. Get my old trusty high-tech paint suit back on. We'll get this plugged in, ran around the back of the motor, get it in the bell housing, and crank this thing up. Hopefully. We'll see. Moment of truth, folks. We're finna try and crank it up. Got the crank position sensor in it. Once again, a car coming down the road like usual. Anyway, let's get it. Might help to hook up my shifter. Now we're gonna try it. She's finally alive. Now the question is, will she move? I don't know. We're gonna find out. back together, guys. Old Pocahontas is back on the road. She fought me every step of the way too. It really wasn't none of the Jeep's fault. It's just trying to piece stuff together from different Jeep models and getting everything to work. And a stupid rat. I'm gonna get that rat. I hate it for the little fella, but I'm gonna get him. It's the second time it done cost a $40 crankshaft position sensor, so we're gonna get him. Anyway, it's the end of Sunday. I took it down the road. Like I was telling you earlier, it's got a little whine when you was on the gas. It's still there. It's not as loud, so I don't know if it's transmission or maybe the rear end. I'm not totally sure, but oh well, it's gonna do what I need it to do. It is my daily driver, but it's not a daily driver. I don't drive it every single day. The most it'll get driven is probably on the weekends and at slow speeds anyway, down dirt roads and trailing it and stuff. But I tested 4-wheel drive, Polo, it all worked. It lines up on some of the gear indicators. I'll show you. See, like 2-wheel drive lines up, and I think 4-wheel part-time lines up. But like if you put it in 4 low, the shifter's like right about here. Yeah, she's just a play toy. That's what I bought her for, and it'll work for what I need her to do. But next, like I said, next thing's Brown Mule. After I get this rat out of here, we're gonna pull the Brown Mule in, and I'm gonna go into detail of how I'm building it and why I'm building it the way I'm building it. I'm gonna do the junkyard crawl again on that thing. Hopefully it'll be a little bit smoother than the Cherokee was. But we got folks walking out the house hauling. You probably hear them in the background. But until next time, guys, if you hadn't already, like, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell over there in the corner. Get notified every time I put up a video. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for watching. Till next time, love you.